So I haven't been good about updating because it's been raining like crazy. And so I didn't update like I should because we'd just be able to get out here for a little bit and do a little bit, and then it'd rain. And so it hasn't really been like, and we've got a lot done, but I don't know. That's just an excuse. I haven't been good at filming, but here we are. So this needs to get some grass picked out of it because grass is already starting to pop up. And then this will get mulched. You can see irrigation line is ran to this bed. We're actually going to show us putting in the irrigation in this bed. I actually have all the irrigation ran in all the other beds already. And so this actually is going to run over here, up to here, and we'll have a manifold on here with timers so we don't have to worry about watering. But this is the tomatoes planted, squash and zucchini are planted, got collard greens along the edge here. These are all obviously all vining tomatoes that'll go all the way up the wall, and then these are more like cherry tomatoes. They'll just bush there. And then you can see I got irrigation in here. Picked a bunch of grass yesterday, mulched this bok choy along the edge. We're gonna start picking it next week. And then I do have spinach I planted kind of in this general area right here, right there. And then Swiss chard, the okra still here. I think that was here on the last video. A few little cabbage. These are Caraflex cabbage. They're super cool because you can cut them in half and grill them with olive oil, and they are scrumptious. Cantaloupe there. Kale going through here. Again, you can see the irrigation. This one's hooked up. It runs under all this that we've done, and then over there. So next week I'm going to get that hooked up. Biggest addition, I don't know if this was on the last one, was this. I guess it's called an arbor, I'm assuming. But all it is 2 T-posts on each side. And then I got a 16-foot hog panel. And if you don't know about those, there's cattle panels, hog panels. I think there's horse panel. Could be wrong on that. Somebody more country than me can correct me. But this is a hog panel, 16 foot. I cut it in half. So it's 8 foot on each side. And we just bent like a 45 right there on this. There. And there. And we literally just zip tied them together. And so I have a 2 different honeysuckles. One's more of an orange. You can see there. That's going to grow up on this side. And I think this one was, man, all the flowers are gone. I think this one was pink. I'm pretty sure that one was pink. So, and then on this bed, we planted the corn. You can see it's popped up. We have 3 rows. We wanted to make sure it was marked clearly so that we didn't forget what we planted, but you can see them popping up. We did 2 in each one, so we'll probably cut those back. But then you can also see how we ran our irrigation. This one's plumbed over to the wall as well. But we ran 3 lines, and these are the adjustable emitters. We went and poked holes every foot. We measured, and you can adjust it from, I think, 0 to 10 gallons per hour. So that way we can be a little more precise, and we'll use aerometers to really gauge how much water comes out of the emitters and how often. The eggplant are starting to pop up pretty good. And then this space here is empty. This needs to get seed planted in it. I think it's going to be some carrots and radish. And then I'm going to probably plant some stuff in the middle between these eggplants as well. So that'll be next week. And then over here, this is like 30 something foot of green onion I planted yesterday and got it mulched, got the grass picked out. Still cucumbers back there, bunch of peppers. Most of the peppers are starting to take off. We had so much rain It was just coming and coming and coming and coming, and so now we're able to really get in here and clean these up and mulch. This back of this, you can see grass through there. We still got to get grass picked out of here, and then we'll get this mulched. And then these are wildflowers that are popping up. So there's going to be flowers all here. I don't know if that jalapeno is going to make it. It was bouncing back, and now it looks like it might not be making it. But we'll have those wildflowers there, and then we'll have these honeysuckles here in the middle on this trellis that'll grow up. And I think in that back corner over there, we'll have some wildflowers, and then I think I'm going to put some over there in that corner as well. And then we're going to do some stuff in pots. I showed it on video before. It's cleaner than it was, but this week we'll get it like fully cleaned out. We've got leftover plants over there, the trays over there, irrigation line, but the guys did a good job of getting all the other junk out of here. And then we did have to chain the gate because we had another neighbor want to come in here and see what we had to permanently borrow. And then my fence guy's coming to put barbed wire around the top of the fence before we get too far in the season, and it'll wrap all the way over there and connect to the barbed wire on the back fence. So unfortunately that's going to be necessary. And like I said, we are going to be doing a video early next week, like Tuesday or Wednesday, showing how we lay out this bed. It's really simple. I have a lot of people asking about irrigation, and it's just not hard. Everything that we're using, I bought from Home Depot, just straight up Home Depot, Lowe's. You can get it probably online. It's really simple process. It doesn't cost a ton of money, and we won't ever have to water this. It just saves so much time over the season, and once we dial it in and use the aerometers, then the plants are just going to be happier and healthier. I really do think it's the key to enjoying gardening more. These little okras are starting to do some stuff, but we're getting there. And then I think this next week we're going to start being able to work on our compost piles over here. So we'll start talking about that, and we'll have classes on that, and we'll be having classes here in the garden for different things that we are doing. And then also, if you ever want to just come see the garden, we have people come every day. They're like, hey, I saw your garden online, I saw it on YouTube, or I saw you posting about it on Instagram or whatever, can I see it? And so if you want to come to the store, we're happy to show you the garden, talk about what we did, let you see it in person. You know, the point of this garden, you know, after the wood cost, the soil cost, the irrigation cost, seeds, and the labor, you know, because our guys did this, we pay them, they're not doing it for free. This is really expensive, you know, I get that. The mulch, the weed block, it's expensive. It's a high number that I don't know anybody I couldn't afford to build this, personally. I don't know anybody that could afford to build this garden. But the point is to just see what we can do with such a large budget, and see if there's things that you like about it or that can fit in your garden that work with your budget. That's all it is. It's not like some flex, you know, at all. But yeah, it's an obscene amount of money for a garden. We're probably, by the time it's done, going to be in the $8,000 to $10,000 range. So, and I get that. It doesn't fall on deaf ears. I understand that. But again, it's just to see what you can do, what is possible, what the potential is when you're not really necessarily worried about the money as much. Although, to be fair, I saved money on the wood against that wall. And I had that commenter, and you know who you are if you're watching my videos on YouTube, worried about the lead paint soaking into our beds, which I'm definitely not worried about because I have fabric ran up all the way there anyways. And most of the topsoil in Oklahoma is so full of lead anyways that I'm more worried about the topsoil in Oklahoma than I am about the paint on this wall that we just had painted. But I love the thought process, and you should be thinking about those things. And I'm glad there are people out there that are thinking about those things, because it is really important. It truly is. So anyways, that's a quick update. We'll be posting more this week. We're not going to have any rain. It's supposed to be really warm. and we'll be able to do more updates and show you what we're doing in the garden and get all this finished up and buttoned up. And then we can start doing more fun videos on more how-tos and things like that. And then we'll just slowly do some updates on the progress of the garden over the summer. Anyways, I've rambled long enough. I will update everybody later this week. And man, the weather's gonna be nice. Get out there and go garden.